Hello and welcome, everybody. I am trying something new and I am doing a little bit of a pregame show before I go live with Crafty Fun with Friends episode 49. So, oh, hi, Meg. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Jay. Hi. Thanks for catching this little experiment of mine. I am streaming out to Instagram. So, hello, everybody on Instagram. Welcome. I am planning on getting myself prepared. And one of the things that I wanted to do is we have planned for Crafty Fun with Friends 49 some plans to do mixed media and maybe a bit of art journaling. And it's been a long time since I've looked at this. I'm surprised I found it. It's an art journal that I started. Like 2 years ago, maybe, maybe even longer. And, here are just some spreads that I made. Meg, you might recognize this. This is the napkin that I gave you in one of the mini card kits. Hi, oh, Linda's here. Hello, Brenda's here. Welcome, friends. Um, Zelmara, I think hopefully I'm not butchering your name too badly. But I have, not actually done much with this in quite some time, and so what I thought I would do today is actually add some journaling pages to this, and I have it on a disk-bound system, so it's really easy to, pop additional pages in and out. And because I'm gonna be playing with some water-based media supplies, I thought I would get started early. That way I can give these panels some time to dry. And what I've done in advance is I cut these down, hopefully to the right size. Yeah. So these are the same size as the pages that I have going on there. I've got two. I'm gonna do a 2-page spread. And I don't know exactly what I will be doing theme-wise, but my thought is that I will have a, like, flowers and bees theme. So what I'm gonna do just for these 2 beginning pages is to kind of lay a foundation to then start, adding things on top of. And not that I put this in rainbow order, but I have a very pink spread, I have a very yellow spread, I've got a very teal spread. So I thought maybe what I would do is, blue, like, not teal blue, but, like, blue blue, and then we can put some yellows, for the bees, we can add some pinks, maybe some purples for the flowers. So that is my rough plan, and I thought that I would play. I'm gonna pull out my Lindy's Gang again, and I don't have quite a range of colors in Lindy's Gang, so I think I'm gonna add some of my Nuvo shimmer powders as well. And what I thought I would do is I'm gonna start with these 2 panels, and then I'm gonna make some extra panels in the various other colors for my flowers and for my, bees. So, last time I did an impromptu, vertical stream, what I did was I put the powders onto my glass board, and then I smushed onto it. So, I thought I would do something a little bit different this time. I'm gonna spritz my watercolor paper on both sides. It just helps to keep it a little bit more flat if you have water on both sides. And I like to spritz first with water so that as I sprinkle on the powders, they're gonna grab and oh look, there's some in the cap. They're gonna grab onto the paper a little bit better, and that way when I spritz with water, it's not just going to fly everywhere. It's actually gonna stick onto the page. So you can barely see anything, and don't worry, the magic hasn't happened yet. This is Lindy's Gang in Butter the Bread Blue, and I love the shaker top to this. It makes it really easy to control just how much you tap out. It'll be interesting to see these 2 colors together. I haven't ever mixed the 2 So let's experiment together and see what we get. Okay, now the fun of this is that you can spritz, and because these sprays come to life with water, you can already see the color starting to bloom. And where it feels a little bit dry, just give it another little spritz. And if you want, you can tilt and just have things move around a little bit. And you can dab. I got some on my glass board here, so maybe I'll just pick that up. And okay, so it looks like the Lindy's Gang has a little bit of purple in it. I'm gonna maybe stick more to the shimmer powder. So this is Blue Blitz. Last time I was playing with these powders, I wasn't taking note of the names of things, and people were asking it. Couldn't remember. I'm gonna have to rewatch um, my video. So let's see. Give that a spritz. See how bright the color becomes once you spray it and activate all that pigment. And the more water you use, the more soft everything becomes, and you have a much more watercolor effect. So I'm gonna let this panel dry. I'll set it to one side, and then I'll do a second panel because I'm gonna do a 2-page spread. So for folks who happen to be watching, I am gonna try to get as much done before Crafty Fun with Friends, which starts at 2 p.m. And if you are watching live now, you can, well, if you're on YouTube and you're watching, then you can just hang out here and it'll redirect you right to the live stream for Crafty Fun with Friends episode 49. If you are watching from Instagram, what I'll do before I close out the stream is I will share a link if you want to pop on over to YouTube and catch the episode. I've got some fun guests joining me later this afternoon. Jay and Meg are going to be there, and I can't wait to see what they end up doing. I don't know. We don't really plan these things ahead of time and consult with each other beyond just setting the theme. So I'll be interested to see what they decide to craft with. Oh, Brenda, yeah, my favorite color is blue too. Very specifically teal, but I'll take any shade of blue. And so I gave it a good spritz. So you can see it already started to bloom a little bit because I had some water on my page already. And we'll encourage that to move some more by adding more water. And I don't like to, you could like go in here with a water brush and move things around even more if you wanted, but I like to just let it naturally do whatever it's gonna do. Now, since my other panel did have some of the Lindy's Gang, just to make these feel like they're gonna be part of the same spread, I'll put a little bit of this onto this page too. And that way they kind of feel like they'll go together. Meg, do you have a plan? Meg says, "I can't wait to see what we do." Does that mean you're just gonna wing it? That's really the fun thing about art journaling is it's kind of an opportunity to just kind of explore and not really have a goal in mind or an end result that you're looking for. It might be a good way to kind of test some different techniques out, do a little bit of experimentation. Um, so I hope you'll get messy with us and join us. I think I want a little bit more color here. So I am going to um, pop a little bit more on here. Paper Cat Create Cards says I'm trying to use blue more often. Um, yeah, blue is so pretty, isn't it? I love it. I think I use blue too much because If you look at my wall, you'll probably see a lot of blues and teals. I need to remember that there are other colors in the rainbow. Oh, good, Zamara, you found me on Instagram. Yay. Oh, I see you. Thanks. Alright, so I think I'm happy with that. It's really wet, so I'm glad I started this early so that I can just, have time to let that dry. I still have a little bit of color here, so what I'm gonna do is I've just got some now that was watercolor paper, but this is thinner stuff. This is mixed media paper, which I figure I would maybe just ink up, some panels just to get some different color variations and maybe stamp onto it or die cut from it. I don't really have a strong plan, but I don't want any of this media to go to waste. So I'm just gonna just gonna pick it up with this bit of paper here and get as much of it as possible. And when I get messy, I do have some paper towels at hand. So I'll give this a wipe down so that I don't get blue into some of the other colors I want to be crafting with. Oh, actually, I could have left that because I think I need some greens if we're gonna do flowers. Um, Hi, Stacy, welcome. Somebody yell at me if I'm getting close to 2 p.m., okay? I don't want to make us late for crafty fun with friends. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I've got some panels here, and I know I want some things with bees, so I'm gonna prepare some yellow. So I might stamp over this, I might die cut from this, I'm not too sure. But what I do know is I want to give it a little light spritz of water. See how it curls? But if you spritz on both sides, it'll relax back down. So let's get some yellows going. This is from Nuvo. So this one is Solar Flare. And let's see what we get with this. Oh, that's pretty. I want more. More yellow. Hi Jessica, welcome. If you're joining me on YouTube and you missed the beginning, I'm just doing a little bit of preparation for Crafty Fun with Friends episode 49. If you want to stay till the end of this stream, it'll redirect you straight over. We'll get started with Crafty Fun with Friends at 2 p.m. And so this at the end of this stream, you'll get redirected right over there. And Crafty Fun with Friends is every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific, and it's when I get together with some of my crafty friends, and we just do different things every week. So this week we're going to do a little bit of mixed media, a little bit of journaling. And so I knew that I would do some watercolor, water-based things, and so I wanted to start early and give it time to dry. So welcome, Yvette. Hi, and artistry in cards. Welcome. Well, what time zone? Yeah, in about is it only 10 minutes from now? Yeah, in about 10 minutes from now. uh Thanks for finding us. Okay, so I've got some yellow going, and I said flowers, so I'm gonna pick up some of this yellow and add some greens to the bottom portion of it. I think I might need some stems, maybe. The idea is to give myself options for things to use during crafty fun. Oh, this green has blues in it. Let's try this one, Green Parade. You know what's fun with these is that because they have different colors mixed in, you don't really know. I never seem to remember what you're gonna get when you spritz it. Oh, this one has reds. Let's hope I don't make mud, folks. This one was Green Parade. Okay, you wouldn't know to look at this that there was gonna be some reds. And then this one was falling leaves, and it had some blues in it. Okay, so that's kinda wild. We'll let that, uh this isn't meant to be, like, one background. I'm thinking I'm gonna either stamp over it or die cut from it. So, look at those colors. Okay, so I am let's see. Okay, I think I'll set this one aside. Meg, I saw your comment. Let me pop on over and check out what's going on there in a moment. Okay, let's get another panel going before we wrap up this stream. And I think I will go with let's get some pinks or some reds going, maybe some purples too, because I think it would be good to okay, Meg, you're sorted. Thanks. I think I wanna do some flowers. So, bees and flowers, that's my theme for today. So, let's do Lindy's Gang in Cheerio Cherry. Let's see what we got here. I love your handle, Artistry and Cards. It's a beautiful handle. Okay, let's see. Look how fine of a sprinkle that gets you. I really like that. It's with the Nuvo, even though it's like a very small nozzle, it doesn't quite have like that fine misting. Oh, this is nice. I like this. Okay, I think I want more color. Let's see. Let's add Pass the Jam Jane. See what we get. Uh, let's see. Oh, I think this is ooh, look at that. I found a puddle of water there. Okay. This will be for my florals. Maybe I'll make oh, that's pretty. Maybe I'll make a, purple panel too. Let's do a little bit more of the lighter. Hopefully, this starts to dry in time for me to craft with. If not, I'll hit it with a heat gun. But, you know, a lot of times with these, I don't know what everybody else prefers, but I feel like I prefer them to dry naturally. Oh, this has some yellows in it. This is pretty. Oh, are we changing our clocks? I really only care about the time change because almost all of my family is in Illinois and they do change. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that bit of yellow I'm really happy about because it's gonna tie in with bees because I want to add some bees. So I'm gonna try not to disturb this too much so that it doesn't just turn orange. Okay. So I think that might be all I have time for in this stream. Let's see. Here's that first blue panel and the second blue panel. So this is going to be the base of my 2-page spread. And I am going to find the, let's see, how am I doing on time? Ooh, 5 minutes until Crafty Fun with Friends. So thanks for popping in. I'm doing a little bit of experimentation with these vertical live streams. Let me know in the comments because you can check this out on replay as well. So let me know what you think of this vertical format. It's a little bit different, right? It's I don't think I'm gonna have the space in a vertical stream like this to have guests. So when you pop on over to Crafty Fun, we're going to be in our regular format, but I thought this was a fun format for going live solo and just something a little bit different. So for folks who are on Instagram, thanks for finding me. Here's a link to the live stream for Crafty Fun with Friends that is going to start in just a few minutes. So thanks everybody who joined today for this little pregame show. I hope you'll pop on over and craft along with us. So get your favorite media supplies, and you don't have to necessarily art journal or use technically any mixed media. Media can be anything, right? It can be your inks, it can be your markers, it can be your paints. So I hope you'll come over and join us. Just hang out here and it should redirect you right over to Crafty Fun with Friends. Okay, see you in a moment, folks. Bye.